guys, and welcome back to another video. How are you guys doing? So today's video is going to be a followers create my makeup look. So this is one of my best friends since kindergarten who created this look, and she really focused on an eye look. So everything in terms of skin, lips, etc. is going to be up to me, but the eye look is strictly what she decided to do. So I'll post a reference picture here, and she wants everything to be glittery. So because it is kind of transitioning into summer, I will be going back to posting my summer schedule. So I'll be posting every 2 weeks again. And that's just because summer's coming along. I'm getting a little bit busier, so I don't have as much time to film and edit. So I will be posting twice a week now. So the first step that we're gonna do is prime our eyelids with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. And what I like about it is it's like a very fun and edgy look. And today it seems to be very beautiful outside. So it could be fun to take some pictures. So my game plan today is to start with more of my matte shades and work my way into the glittery. I'm probably gonna do like some sort of ombre transition between one and another. So I'm just trying to figure out what green shades I wanna use and then what blue shade I'm gonna use. So I think I'm gonna start with my more pastel shade green. This is the Norvina Mini Volume 2 palette. And I'm gonna go in with kind of a small crease detailing brush. And I'm gonna apply that on the inner corner and just work that way up through the crease. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transition it into the baby blue shade and then go from baby blue to like a darker blue shade. Because I don't have too many greens, and I don't really want to go with like a neon green either because I don't feel like being super neon. So I'm just going in and gently buffing this in. I'm going very soft because we're blending it out. And then I'm just extending it slightly into the middle part of my lid because this is where I'm going to start transitioning into the other shade. So as you can see, I have the most pigment on the inner corner, and then I start bringing it and blending it slightly because I don't want too much green pigmentation to go into the blue, but I still want a nice soft blend. So now the blue that I'm going to take is in the Norvina Mini palette number 3, and it's this blue shade right in the center. It is beautiful. So I'm going to take that on another small crease blending brush, and I'm going to put the most pigment right in the middle, and then I'm just going to take the excess pigment and blend that into the green shade. And then from here, I'm going to take my fluffy crease brush, and I think I'm going to mix a little bit of this blue with this blue here. This is my ColourPop Blue Moon palette, and for any like rich blue looks, I love this palette. So I'm just gonna go softly to start blending that in. And then I'm just kind of winging that color out. So now that that is all blended out, I see I did lose some pigmentation of my lighter blue shade. So I'm just gonna go back in and reapply some of that blue. And then I'll reapply some of the green as well. And I'll go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side. So now that we have like the general shape of this one, I'm gonna go back in and reapply the lighter blue shade and the green shade. Now I know it kind of looks scary. The shapes are just like very odd in this moment, but we will clean it up getting towards like the foundation part. Once we have our wing liner on, I'll see where I don't want the eyeshadow and I'll just clean that up. So I'm just gonna grab my lighter blue shade and apply that all in my crease. Alright, so now that we have this base, I'm going to be going in with the green glitters from this palette. And I think I'm going to use this one mixed with maybe a little bit of this one, because this one I know it looks white but it gives a blue reflect, and I've worked a lot with it and I think it's beautiful, because if not, I don't have any like nice medium blue shade glitters. So I guess we're gonna go with this for now. So I'm first going to start by applying my green. Every time I put this green on, I fall in love over and over again. It just gives me like such Tinkerbell vibes, and it's so pretty. Alright, so now that those glitters are on, I'm gonna go and clean up my hands a little bit. So I'm gonna apply the glitter glue on the blue now, and then you'll really want to focus on blending them in after. So I'm gonna start with that white shade of blue first and apply that. And then I'll go into like maybe more of this blue. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. You always want to do the same thing on the other side right away. If not, you'll kind of get lost in the transition and they won't be so symmetrical. Alright, so now that we do have this blend with all the glitters and everything, the brushes that I used for each matte shade, I'm just going to go in slightly and buff out the glitters and try to get them to blend in together a little bit more. Alright, so now this is what we are working with. It feels a little bit scary, but it will come together. So next, I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills cream color. This is in the shade Jet. I swear that paired with their number 3 brush, which is this eyeliner brush, it is the best combo I have ever used to do my eyeliner. It's so simple, and I just don't understand, like, your life is literally going to be 10 times easier with this. So in the picture, it was winged out, and then it had a peak in the center. So this part will definitely take a little bit more time and precision. So whenever I am going into something a bit more graphic, I always start by tracing my natural line on both sides, and then I'll go in and do like the more technical part of aligning them with the points and then doing my wing. Because I find if you don't have a base, it makes it a lot harder after to try and figure it out. And then my tip to you is always start with your bad eye first, or the one that you have more difficulties with, and then you'll be able to easier align your better eye to it. I can't even remember the last time I did a wing liner to myself. Alright, so now just to like clean up the line and everything, I'm going to go in with my micellar water, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag my line and clean up anything that doesn't belong on the outside of this line. And then that'll just make this part cleaner too, and everything is just properly aligned. So now we're gonna try and go and match this other eye, and then I'm going to work on the inner portions afterwards. Alright, so now that we got our wings on, we will go and touch up the front parts. And the one thing that I do suggest to you is just to make sure that you have a lot of product on your brush at one time, because if your product tries to dry out or anything, you're just going to be smearing it and then your lines won't be as crisp. Whereas the more product you have on your brush, the easier it is to control. So there is the one side, and there is the both sides done. So now this abstract liner is still not done because we still have a white line of liner to add to this look, which is going to be above the crease. So for this, I have the NYX Epic Wear Waterproof white liquid liner, and this one, I'm telling you, stays on so much. However, I am not a fan of the applicator it comes with. I find it goes very, very flimsy and you don't have as much control. And I'm gonna use it on an angled brush. I'm using the Jeffree Star angled brush. I'm going to lightly put some on my brush, very, very lightly, and then I'm just going to kind of start dragging the color. And I'm gonna add more as I go. And now, because I do have the white on, I'm gonna go and add glitters. So I'm gonna use my Stila Cosmetics glitters in the shade Diamond Dust. So when I do this, I take my Jeffree Star, it's a small detailing brush as well, and I'm just gonna go and grab my glitters because they are running out, and I'm gonna apply that right on that white line. And the reason why I go above my crease and not in my crease is because it looks a little bit terrifying when you do it in the crease and everything gets a little bit smudgy, so I find this is the easiest way. Alright, so this is the look with the eyelashes and everything on. I will have to go clean up a little bit with my under eyes with my micellar water and a Q-tip because there is some fallout and some eyeliner, but that is to be expected. And then what I'm gonna do today is, because the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation is a little bit too light for me, I'm gonna mix it with a darker shade that I have in my MAC face and body, and it'll help give that glowy effect that I want to the foundation. But I'm gonna go in a bit with my MAC strobe cream as well to give a more glowy, dewier finish. And I just got that primer all in my hair. Alright, so next is the MAC strobe cream in the gold shade. I'm going to apply that the same as I always do. My little flat foundation brush, and you just sweep it everywhere. So now for the foundation, I'm going to put 2 and a bit pumps of it, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of my MAC face and body and just mix it all together. So for this, I'm just gonna take the end of a brush and just mix it because I can't find my mixing tools. So I'm just gonna take my brush and blend it all out. So as you can see, we already have a way better match now than what the color was before. So it was just my MAC face and body foundation that I did mix with it. So now for concealer, I have my baby Shape Tape, and I'm just gonna do the under eyes, my nose, the forehead, Cupid's bow. Same spots as usual. When I blend that out, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder. Once the powder's all set, I'm gonna go in with my Physician Formula Bronzer. And then I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty highlighter because this look is already so glowy and shimmery that we might as well just keep adding to it. Then last but not least is the lips. So I'm gonna go in with the lippy pencil in the shade CTRL. And then for lipstick, I'm gonna go in with the Super Stay Matte Ink from Maybelline in the shade Driver. I think for today, I am going to leave the lips matte. So this is the final look I came up with for this inspiration picture. I will post it once again. So if you guys do like videos like this, please give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below. If you want to send me a look that you want me to recreate and you want to be featured in a video, send me the look via Instagram or on my Snapchat. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't done so already. I truly do appreciate all the support that everybody is giving me, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye guys!